up here. Guys killed that have been in the club forever, and they just, you know, left them here, whatever. And then these mounts. I know this deer here. That deer is won the big buck one year. It's like in the 140s, like low 140s. That one was a member. He's passed away. His stepson shot that one. That deer was on camera like 6 miles away all summer on one of a guy that we know's land. Yeah, and he actually shot him down by the river. And then this one is the owner's deer, and that deer had been seen a bunch, and he happened to see him riding around. And old school, you know, old schooling. But he was 152. He's got a crazy frame on him. There's some good deer. Yeah. And then over here.
Holy cow, look at that.
Yeah, I don't think that's theirs, but I don't know, because this used to be a timber operation, but I don't think that's theirs. This is, though, taking a young guy coon hunting, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's Ray's mom, the owner's mother, I think, right there. You know, that's the old camp, because this thing's been around forever. I mean, it was an old, I don't know if that's the owner right there, turkey from, I think, down here. With a buddy of his. Long time, old school, that old school camp.
Yeah, you know. Old duck camo or whatever.
Yeah. There's one of the saw blades they fixed up over there.
That's cool.
Then this is you know, duck hunting when the duck's good. That's the front porch of the cabin, so you can see the water's all the way up to the front porch. Yep. That was shot behind the owner's house. That might have been Boone Crockett there.
Yeah, that's a giant.
It's pretty close. Owner with that same fella. I think that's down here in the bottoms. It's a tribute to one of our members we lost during COVID. Those are his boots.
That's cool.
His cup. He's been down here since he's a little boy. He was, you know, I think he was close to 50 when he passed. But that's all.
Kind of his gear.
All his gear. Yeah, we put that down there for him.
That's cool.
Everybody signed it, you know, didn't know him, was friends with him. I think they might have dumped his ashes down here too. Like that's.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He loved this place. He was down here. It's just a constant picture down here. Here's a rattlesnake killed down here, 4'9".
Oh,
there you go. We have timber rattlers down here. I've never seen one in 12 years, but they're down here. Kitchen upstairs is bunk beds all upstairs.
Oh, nice.
Here's some of the deer that we've. Let me see. This is the cabin getting built, so that's the land. And as it came up, you know, as they were building it. Let's see.
Is it snowing there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, isn't it pretty? That's it flooded. That's out there at the shed.
Yeah.
So you see it's waist deep out there. You know,
yeah, we're in definitely a low area. Huh?
Oh yeah. There's the cabin up to the floor there, and it's, what do you think, 6-7 feet off the ground, 8 foot up?
Far up.
Yeah, so that's some of the deer we killed.
That's a big one. Both those are
nice
ones.
That one is the one right here.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I think so. Let's see. What's that lab I was telling you about? He had.
Yeah.
Master hunter. He's passed. The lab's passed.
There's more deer.
Average deer. He weighs a lot more than that now. That's my buddy Bradley.
Oh.
Yeah, he don't look like that little kid anymore. He got less hair and more body. And I'll say that to his face. Quail. Yep, don't have many of those around here anymore. This is what I was missing, you know, when I, you know, got back into hunting. I was missing having a place like this. When I got this place, it really fired me back up into hunting.
Yeah. We were just doing a tour of your guys' what's this, hunt club, right? What you guys call them? See, this doesn't exist in Indiana.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so we're in the South. It's such a big culture having a hunting club. Everybody's got a hunting club. Y'all have deer leases. We have hunting
leases,
clubs,
and it's usually like maybe a handful of guys.
Yeah,
10 would be a big lease for a lot of guys to have.
Down
How many
here,
people are here then?
We got 40 in the club, but really hunters, that guys that really try to kill a big deer every year, you might have a handful.
Yeah.
10 maybe, and then there's a lot of guys just want to be out in the woods.
Right, just like they're instead of buying a golf membership, they buy this thing and hang out here.
They come in here and a lot of guys fish. We got, let me see, 1, 2, 4 lakes that you can fish. They're all loaded with crappie and bass and catfish and Asian carp. But you know, you got a river, so you can fish a river. You got ducks, deer, squirrels, rabbits, turkeys if the water's not in here. I mean, it's great hunting, you know, for what you get, you know, for what you have here. And like it's 2,600 acres.
That's quite a bit of ground.
2,600 acres, and it's all cut, so it lays out a lot bigger because you can't see a guy. Even if you hunted 40 people at one time on this thing, you never see somebody.
Yeah.
And nobody, you know, and everybody, we use Onyx, so we mark all the stands on Onyx so people can kind of give people space, you know, where they're going, and everybody's pretty respectful of that.
It seems like we've met like maybe a couple people, and they're all like,
oh yeah, those guys are super nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's really nice up here. Really, there might be a couple of quiet guys, but they just kind of, you know, that's just their nature. But most everybody's nice. They're willing to help, and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. So when you talk about like it's obviously a lot of positives. Like, what's the negatives about having a hunting club? Because I hear like a lot of people have hunting clubs down south.
For me, it's all perspective.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've had negative times in this club, and I've had positive times. And the negative times, I think, are my fault for getting too carried away about trying to kill a big deer or having ownership over an area and not enjoying the people and the experience and the journey.
Yeah.
And that's what I've had to work on now. So that would be the only negative, and it's self-inflicted. Honestly, like for a guy coming in, if you came in this club, the only negative would be if you don't want to hunt everything and you're just a deer hunter, you might get discouraged because the first year you're in it floods in December. We always typically get November to hunt, which is the rut, and the first week or two of December, and then if depending on the weather, the river comes up, and then it can play a part, and it can flood. And you can still hunt it when it floods.
Just a lot of area be underwater.
A lot of area can be underwater.
Does it make it harder to hunt when it's flooded, or does it push deer?
For me, I don't like hunting when it's flooded because it does coagulate the deer like into one spot.
Yeah.
It confines them. But I think from what I know, or for what I've seen being here, I noticed that the deer, there's high ground on the other side of the river, and there's high ground over here in the crops. So what I think the deer do is they leave, they know it's coming up, and they know to go to these other sanctuaries. And they go there, but when the water drops back down, within a day, they're right back. Because they like being here.
Yeah.
They just have to go for a little while, kind of like your home.
Yeah.
You know, if your power went out, you're going to stay at your friend's house.
Right.
If your power comes back on, you're going back home.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing.
And then like it sounded like Josh, who we met outside, he cooked last night for the group, right? Like
the owner gives everybody a free membership if you kill the biggest buck, score wise. And you know, I mean, we've had 105-inch deer win it because it was a bad year and we got a lot of flooding.
Yeah,
had 150s win it. You know, you've had 120s win it. You know, usually the winner's anywhere between 120 and 130. And then, you know, I mean, here in Tennessee, anything over that's kind of just a really, you know, an anomaly.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good rule.
Yeah.
Save a little bit of money, but
you gotta host the
food.
So Josh killed the biggest buck last year.
Yeah. So he had to work for it.
Oh,
yeah, I've had to do that twice since I've been in the club.
Yeah.
And it's almost not. I'd rather almost pay my money. It's just not bad work about feeding everybody.
That's when he seemed like it was a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. You got to get here. It's hot because of the time we do it.
Especially for his weekend.
Which we did it on the Velvet weekend. So and it's been, as we've been talking every day, 100 degrees every day. So it was bad. Today would be a good day to do it, or later in the season.
Yeah.
But it's a great place.
It seems like a real cool place.
Yeah,
cabin's beautiful too. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, having a place to stay is a game changer. A place to come sit down, watch TV, you know, relax.
Is there a shower and stuff?
Yeah, we got a shower. We got 2 toilets.
Yeah.
So it's got everything. There's like 12 bunk beds upstairs. Another bed in this room here.
And you can come and go as you want.
Air, come and go as you want. The cool thing about the owner is, I mean, his main pet peeves are don't mess up my roads, and just be nice and obey the rules we got. Other than that, you can use a place like it's your own. He is not a stickler. Like, he ain't coming in here worrying people about what they're killing. He's not worrying people about, you know, did you do this? He just expects you to clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
Just do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, be an adult.
Yeah, and there's really no problems. A lot of guys camp. They got 2 camping spots.
Yeah. And
they bring campers, and so they choose to stay in their campers. You can stay in the cabin. Honestly, nobody hardly stays here, so you really have the cabin all to yourself.
Yeah.
And the people with campers don't even use this, other than they might come down here and take a shower.
Right.
But usually they can do that in their camper and they bring water. So
Yeah.
and it's just been really good. I've had a good experience here.
Yeah.
It was. It depends. If there's always turnover in clubs, and in this one there's turnover because I think people get in it with this expectation, and they can't figure out river bottom hunting.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing when I first got in here river bottom hunting, but once you figure it out, you know, you can start being successful. And these guys get in, they get overwhelmed by the cutover and the river bottom hunting, and that's not used to what they're used to.
Yeah.
And there's no open woods, so if you're, most gun hunters, they like open stuff. They want to see so they can shoot, and so they jump out before they even get to know how good the place is, which is fine. I mean, we just have a turnover of guys, but it's nice to have the same people in here.
Right. Right.
But
cool.
Yeah, man. So join a club, give it a try. Worst you can do is not like it. And just
it's interesting. I'd definitely be a part of one if I lived down here. So.
Yeah, you'd probably be a part of this one. I'd probably get you into this one so you could do it. I mean, hell, if you had to travel from Indiana for what you pay and what you get.
It is cheap. That is cheap.
And you could bring your wife down here and y'all could sleep the whole family.
You could have like a little mini vacation down here.
Yeah, and you come down here a couple of times a year. You come down here in the spring.
You spend more than that on a vacation.
Yeah, and if you had a boat, or there's boats here too that you can John boats that you can just get in and paddle out and crappie fish or whatever. So it's just a great place. I can't wait to show you the rest of it. It's pretty awesome.
That's what we're going to do now. So that's the end of the vlog. I wanted to show you guys what is this? What would you call this? A southern deer camp or
pretty much southern deer camps. What these are like.
Yeah.
And they send one of them highfalutin deer camps where everybody's got to ownership and pay money and whine all the time. There's a little bit of whining, but everybody here is pretty much working class, blue collar, and
$1,500. About anybody can afford that.
Yeah, but you get so much for it. I mean, it is crazy.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go.